Hello, everyone. Do you remember what all did you eat today? Did you know that every meal we have has the power to move planets out there more in our favor? Every meal can bring more peace to our home, and every meal can get us closer to achieving our dreams. Since the beginning, we have been told about the importance of food to our body, weight, skin, hair, and even the mind. Today, for the first time ever on our platform, our expert this evening is going to reveal how a diet based on astrology can impact more than our physical and mental health. Upma Shrivastava is one of India's highly sought after and award winning astrologer. Over 2 decades, she has helped change the lives of over 10,000 people across the globe. She is also a numerology and Vastu expert and is a master in regularly creating courses with practical applications like the one you'll see today. Apart from her accurate remedies, Upma-ji is loved because of a simplistic, realistic, and logical approach to life and its solutions. You will see this today too. Upma-ji, it is my pleasure on behalf of the entire Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies team and our audience to welcome you very warmly. Welcome, Upma-ji.
Thank you, Shilpa, for heart-touching, so good, so amazing, fabulous introduction. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Upma-ji. And I can't wait to begin. And I'd just like to repeat for everybody who's just joined the call that all chats, all your questions will be taken on the Telegram group. If you have not joined, please click the link we just shared and come on. Please do not raise your hands on Zoom. We will not be taking a look there. So, Upmaji and everyone, before we begin, I'd like to share with everybody our call today is a journey. One thing leads to another. So bring on your pen and paper, note down what relates to you at every stage, and in the end, we are going to bring it all together and look at the Astro-Diet with examples. And of course, Upmaji's calls are incomplete without demos. We'll take as many as possible and we'll see how Astro-Diet presents unique remedies we may have never tried before. So, Upmaji, shall we begin?
Yes. So,
And
yeah.
sorry, Upmaji. And the testimonial for you has already come in. Jenu has said on the group that I've always consulted Upmaji, and I can say all her remedies are very easy to follow and very effective.
Thank you, Janu.
Yeah, thank you, Jenu. That was so sweet of you to share. And Upmaji, I would like to straight away ask you, after your grand successes with astrology and Vastu, how did you come up with Astro-Diet? And what is Astro-Diet?
Okay. So, Shilpa, for Astro-Diet, there is a small story behind it. Like I am doing consultation, astrology consultations from last 20 years. One day, a newly mom, she was having a small baby, and in the late evening, when she was all alone at home, the baby started crying and she doesn't know what to do. So she called me and I asked her what had happened. She said, after having the food, the baby started crying. I don't know what to do. I said, okay, if it is only just after food, apply acetodia, a pinch of acetodia in lukewarm water, dilute it and apply it on the belly button. She did it, and after an hour, she called me and said, baby got slept properly. Same way, there is another mom who was having a concern for his son. Son was in 12th standard and he was lethargic, not focused. And the pain I can see, like mom wants to shout at the boy, but she knows if she will do that, the child can become rebellious. Similarly, there are many moms who have similar kind of situations. and I'm also a mom. So it is like connection of pain from mom's heart to mom's heart. Because I also felt many times many such things for my daughter. And because I know astrology, so I had treated her many times with the food. So I thought I should share these simple things with other moms too. So I started sharing, getting one by one success. And eventually I find when I'm giving this Astro-Diet, the kids are getting some more success in their other fields. Then I
Wow.
started giving it to others who are having the career related issues. They are also getting success. So I said I should make it a proper course. That's why this Astro-Diet came in our uh, course.
I thank that first mom, whoever she was, who came to you and who started this seed inside you. And I'm really excited to do this with you today. And everyone, we have not even begun. There's a lot very interesting things coming up. So, Upma-ji, let's get going. How do we go about understanding Astro-Diet?
Okay. So to understand the Astro-Diet, first we need to understand about simple three signs about astrology. Like we all talk about many times, this is my rising sign, this is my moon sign, this is my sun sign. So first, I would like to share about these three signs. So at the time when one takes birth, the particular sign which rises on the horizon, or you can say a sign which is rotating above the sky at the time of birth, is known as a rising sign. And rising sign indicates about our physical health. So how our physical health will be, that is dependent on the rising sign and the particular planet which governs that sign. Now, the another thing is like whatever planet, moon is rotating in whichever sign, that becomes the moon sign. In Hindi, we call it as Rashi. So, moon indicates about our emotional health, and females are mostly influenced by the moon. So, females are mostly eating the food based on their moon sign. The third one is the sun sign. Sun sign we normally check for our purpose of life. What is the reason for which we had taken birth, or somewhere it is related to more materialistic things. So for today, we will mostly talk about the rising sign and moon sign through this. Now here I would like also to share, like if you are not aware of all these signs, no matter, there is no botheration of understanding what is my rising sign, what is my moon sign, because whatever issue we are going through, that can also describe about the planets.
Really?
Yes. So it's not necessary you must be aware of rising sign or moon sign. Just by the issue also, we can resolve the, we can follow the Astro-Diet and make things in our favor.
That's fabulous, Upmaji. And I just want to confirm again that you are saying that now we are going to, I know that you have planned the characteristics of zodiac signs for everybody. So you're saying that even if I don't know exactly what my moon sign or rising sign is, but as you are going to share the characteristics, whatever resonates with me, I can note that down. And then as we go ahead, I can connect it to whatever you're sharing. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So, everybody, I hope that is clear. We don't need to worry today about what our sign is, what matters. As Upmaji says, based on your issue, there is a remedy. Upmaji, one last question before we proceed. So, or you let me know if I should bring this up later. Okay. So, for the Astro Diet, which of these signs do we need to look, or will you reveal these to us later?
I can reveal right now because everyone is excited.
Yes.
Okay. So normally the 12 signs are distributed among 4 elements. There
Right.
are 12 signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. These are the 12 signs, and these 12 signs are distributed among 4 elements. You can share the PPT.
Absolutely, Upma-ji, right away.
Yes. So, like the sign Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they comes in the fire sign because the planet which governs the Aries sign is Mars, and we all know Mars has a courage. Mars is an action-oriented planet. Same way, Leo is the lord of Leo sign is Sun, and Sun in itself is a fire. Sagittarius sign also comes in a Sagittarius. Jupiter becomes the lord of Sagittarius sign, and these 3 signs comes in the fire sign. Fire, if you see, it goes always above. Same way, these 3 signs are very impulsive by nature. What they will do, when they will do, you cannot predict easily because uh, they normally do whatever things comes in their mind at once. They will take action first and later they will think. And whatever work they do with lot of passion. So that is the main characteristics of these 3 signs. And if your rising sign or moon sign comes in this, then to understand whether this sign is balanced or imbalanced. So if it is balanced, things will be going smooth. If it is imbalanced, then you will feel like there is lot of inflammation, or very frequently you will get cut by the knife, or whatever you are doing, you keep getting bruises very often. Your nature will be like short-tempered. You will not listen anything completely. Before that, will start giving some, saying something or taking some actions. That's why the fire sign people have the short-temper thing, because they don't think, they don't listen properly. That's why they have the impatient nature, because if these signs are talking with the person who speaks slow or doing the work slowly, they will say, okay, leave this work, I will do, because fire cannot wait. That is the sign of imbalance. Now, when these things are in your nature, then there might be, like in the later years, you might have headache, joint pain, or dental pain, kidney issues. These are the probabilities that you can have these kind of health concerns. The next segment of sign are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So these 3 signs comes under the earth sign. And we all know earth is stable. And if earth becomes movable, a lot of things can disturb us. So same way, the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn people like to sit at one place and keep working for long hours. They don't want to move easily here and there. They will say, okay, give me the work. I will do the desk work. I cannot go and do here and there traveling kind of job. And they like to have a solid foundation. If they get the solid foundation, then only they can go further. Till the time they will keep working, studying for getting a good foundation. So Taurus people are always grounded in their nature. Whatever work they will do, even a small child will do first homework, then go for play. So these are the simple things you can know how how earth sign people will work. When this sign becomes imbalanced, automatically the lethargy, slowness in thoughts, action will be less. And these earth sign people, they don't like changes. They resist changes. They will say, I'm good with my old stuff. I don't want the new things. If new things will come, they will keep it for some time. When that will become a little older, then only they will use it. So they don't like to frequent changes. And money issues, if this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if it becomes imbalanced, then money issues come. Otherwise, because of the grounding nature, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, they are very good in handling money. Now, if these imbalanced kind of thoughts are there, then the probability of health concerns will be thyroid issues, stones, constipation, and nervous system related botheration can be there. Third is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So these three signs comes under the air signs. Air moves frequently. You cannot keep air to work at a desk. They will not like. So we cannot keep air in a box or anywhere. Same way, air sign people cannot sit at one place for long time. If they are sitting at one place for an hour, you can say, good, you had done a good job, because they like to quickly move here and there. The drawback of this sign is they can start new things, but finishing those things is difficult for them. But they are very good in multitasking. You can give them 2-3 things because they like the changes. So it will be like 1 hour I'm doing this, second hour I'm doing this, third hour I'm doing this. At the end, quickly they will try to complete. But if things are going for a longer duration, then air sign people will think like, when that time will come so that I can move at a different project. So a shorter goal kind of work we can give to the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius sign. They like changes in the life. They are sharp, intelligent, communicative. You can ask them one question, you give, and they will give you the 10 answers. Now they will write at the bottom, I had written all the 10 answers, except whatever you like. These are these guys. Okay. And when air sign becomes imbalanced, they have a lot of insecurity. It is like whether things are not going that way, but still they will feel like, okay, if this thing is not there, I'm not feeling good. And because of lot of overthinking, insomnia is a common thing in air sign people. And because of this nature, the health concerns will be muscular pain, cramps in lower body can appear. The last one, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All these three signs comes under water signs. And when water signs, we talk about the water sign, they are very sensitive, emotional. They always like to stay with someone, and they are very good observers. They will not speak because they are mostly introvert, and their thoughts will be like quickly going up and down. So they have to fight with their own thoughts, because one time they will think about something, they will not take a decision about one thought, they will quickly jump on another one. So they need to balance their thoughts so that they can achieve success in the life. When the water sign becomes emotional, they can become depressed, have emotional eating because they always look for someone. And these three signs are so much sensitive. Like, for example, I am in my own thoughts, and if you said hi and I didn't said hi, they will feel like I had done something wrong. Why she has not said answer to my hi? So we need to be very careful while talking with the water sign people. And because of the water nature, or because of depression and emotional nature, the health concerns will be related to weight and digestion issues, because they are not able to digest things easily. That's why digestion issues comes in their life. Okay. Yes. Now, when we know what type of sign we are, like fire, earth, water, air. So we had divided the 12 signs in the 4 elements. Now these 12 signs are governed by the 7 planets, because 2 planets, Rahu, that is the dragon's head, or you can say north node of the moon, and Ketu, which is known as a south node of a moon, they don't govern any sign. So based on the planets, this Ayurvedic dosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha are based on the planets, Vata, Pitta, Kapha dosha are formed. Because in Ayurveda, while checking the pulse, we come to know about Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And in astrology, whatever food we eat, based on that, particular planet becomes strong in the body and particular planet becomes pacific. Like when you are taking the food of the same kind of, then that particular planet will become very strong. Okay, so the 3 doshas, the first one is the Vata dosh. Vata means air, and if air element becomes strong in the body, the gases related issues or dryness in the skin infection, these kind of health issues can appear. The planet which rules the Vata dosh is Jupiter and Saturn, because Jupiter and Saturn are the big planets and they have lot of gases. Okay. The second one is Pitta. Pitta means fire, and when fire is extreme in the body, inflammation, oily skin, or acidity, these kinds of health issues might quite appear. Sun and Mars, normally these 2 planets are known for the fire element. So when Sun and Mars are imbalanced in the birth chart, Pitta related issues will be there. Then Kapha. Kapha is a water element related dosh, and bloating, water retention, these kind of doshas are there. And in astrology, Moon and Venus, these 2 planets comes in the Kapha dosh. There is the another planet, Mercury. Mercury is a planet which have all the 3 doshas. So that is known as a 3 dosh planet. And Gemini sign is a particular sign which has all the 3 doshas. And rest I had written, like for Vata, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For Pitta, Aries, because it is fire, so fire related signs are written. For Kapha, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces are written. And for the 3 doshas which is common, that is Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Normally these 3 signs comes under the 3 qualities, means depending on the circumstances, they will pick any one thing or 2 elements. That's why they are sensitive towards all the three.
Thank you, Upma-ji. I was just wondering why did you mention about the three dosh. So, Upma-ji, just to summarize, first you shared with us the characteristics of the zodiac signs. Now you have mentioned to us about the doshas or the humors.
Yes,
And what you have said is that every zodiac sign, as we have discussed and as it is mentioned on the screen, is associated with a dosha. And
yes,
then every dosha and every zodiac sign also has the ruling planets.
correct.
We are till here, right? Okay, great. So I just like to repeat to everybody who's just joined and who's everybody who's making notes. You don't need to remember any of this. What we are trying to do is where we are going is all these elements we are going to cover, and then we are going to show you how Astro-Diet actually comes up and how a plan can be created. So we are clear so far. If anybody has any questions, please let us know and we will take them on. Upaji, a
Hmm.
very somebody has made a very astute observation that Libra is not mentioned in this. So,
Yes, that's why I said Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. These three
hmm,
signs are sensitive towards all these three signs because they are having the common three issues. Like depending on the whatever circumstances is, they can go towards the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, any. Like I said,
hmm,
Jupiter, Saturn, they commonly governs the Vata. So Mercury, it governs the three dosh. And when it is a Libra, Libra sign is ruled by Venus, but because of other compositions,
hmm,
it has the adaptability related to three dosh. Three dosh means uh, uh, these three signs has the capacity to go whichever side they want to go. You can
that's nice.
they
Huh?
has
That's
the
so nice.
willpower. They has the willpower to go towards Vata, Pitta, or Kapha.
So, does it mean that these signs and even Mercury, as you mentioned, does it mean that they are at an advantage?
Yes,
Or
they
is
are.
there
Yes,
any benefit or any advantage or disadvantage of having this aspect?
when one has the three dosh, it is like
Mm-hmm.
there is an advantage. Like you can quickly overcome the issues. Disadvantage is like if you are having the interest towards one of the choice of food, let's say
Mm-hmm.
curd or sweets, you will not be able to easily overcome that because that planet will keep inspiring you. I have a sweet teeth. Let me eat a small piece.
Very nice, Upmaji. Upmaji, thank you so much for repeating about the three doshas and about the three missing planets. And there is a very sweet message for you by Neelu Upmaji. She shares that it's always good to listen to you, Upmaji. Your wealth of knowledge and experience with astrology and its constant breakdown with various matters affecting us. And now with food, who would have thought it? Thank you, Upmaji. And I completely second her, Upmaji.
Thank you, Neelu.
And she has also added a question, Upmaji.
Yeah.
If one is a water sign as per Vedic astrology and air sign as per Western astrology, do we follow both?
No, we don't need to follow both because
Mm-hmm.
whatever sign is there, first understand because in later part we will come to know what type of food we like. So
Mm.
whatever type of food you are having the liking towards, go according to that sign because there are many things in astrology, but here we are talking about only the food. So let's say I have a particular let's Neelu has asked about water element and she is having the interest towards eating the food which is water related, then she can consider that, but no
Hmm.
need to consider other one.
Got it, Upmaji. And even Neelu has acknowledged. Thanks, Upmaji.
Thank you.
So we'll proceed ahead, Upma-ji. Shall I go to the next screen?
Yeah.
All right.
So now, after understanding the sign, the particular lord, element, and the Vata, Pitta, Kapha dosha, now we will understand food is normally divided in three categories, that is Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. So the Sattvic planets takes us to the spiritual journey, and they are generous, helpful, and Sattvic planets are Sun and Moon. These two
Upma-ji.
planets normally considered as Sattvic planets. So if you have a good Sun and Moon in your chart, then you will like to have Sattvic food. Then the next category comes under.
Upma-ji, Upma-ji, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Upma-ji. Could
Yeah.
you please quickly share with us in terms of food as to what is Sattvic food, Rajasic food, and Tamasic food in terms of food?
Okay, so sattvic food is normally a food like fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, which is just now we had taken from the garden or we had purchased from the market. If you are cooking, it should be like if there is a pulse or anything which is cooked just now and you are eating within the 3 hours, that is known as a sattvic. It is like you can say a food which is fresh and consumed after cooking in the 3 hours. It doesn't have lots of spices, oil. It is just like you can say, normally in Hindi we say, बीमारों का खाना. You are just
Upma-ji,
having,
for Sonata and everybody who has joined us from places where we don't understand Hindi, what Upma-ji just shared is for Sattvic food, we generally it's like bland food. So Bimaru ka khana means something which is recommended to us when we are ill and when the doctor asks us to eat healthy. So that's what she meant, and it's like a joke
yes.
that
So it is
is
like a
for
food
healthy food.
which
So
is,
Upma-ji, please carry on.
yeah, it is a food which is like you are eating, which is not having lot of tasty things. It is not fulfilling your taste buds, but still you have to take because of your health. Like you are having the salad, but there is very less salt, no other spices. So that food is considered as a sattvic planet. You can call it as a spiritual food, which says don't fulfill your taste buds, but fulfill your soul. That's why that food is considered as a spiritual food, sattvic. The next comes Rajasic. Rajasic means king type of food. So it's like my breakfast or whatever meal I am having, there should be 20 or more than many varieties of food. There should be different kinds of vegetables or whatever food there is. It should have lot of oil, butter, cream, cheese,
Oh,
anything which can mouth watering, which can fulfill my taste buds. And everything should be nicely, beautifully created on the table. So that is the king type of food. That is Rajasic, where you can feel your all the senses. That is Rajasic. The third one comes Tamasic. Tamasic means like a for a requirement based, like I'm a hungry, whatever comes in front of me to fulfill my stomach, whatever I'm getting that I'm eating. It could be the stale food, it could be like I had cooked in the morning and eating in the dinner. Whatever food uh, which is not consumed within 3 hours, that food can also become the tamasic food. Let's say you had made a simple food which can come under the sattvic or a soul food kind of, spiritual food kind of food, but you had not consumed it in 3 hours, then that food can also fall in the tamasic food because it starts getting stale. Breads, junk food, all these comes in the tamasic food. And which planets which planets will rule the tamasic food? Saturn and Mars. Because Saturn gives us lethargy. And when you are eating a food which is not consumed within the cooking of 3 hours, that food will increase your lethargy. That's why it comes in the tamasic. Mars, because Mars is an action-oriented planet, and when it is having like Mars needs like lot of energy, and when you need lot of energy, you cannot have that energy through the spiritual food, and the Rajasic food makes you lethargic. That's why Mars comes as a ruler of tamasic food. And for Rajasic, we all can understand Venus and Mercury. They are the 2 planets which comes in the Rajasic category. Okay.
Okay, so Upma-ji, this means that it's not just because Sattvic is spiritual and healthy, we need to have that. We need to have Sattvic, Tamasic and Rajasic, all 3 of them.
Yes, we need to eat all these 3 kinds of food. When we have all these 3 kinds of food, then only it will become the balanced food.
I see. Okay, Upma-ji. Got it. Shall I move on, Upma-ji?
Yes.
You've mentioned something very important here, which we all do, that whatever we are lacking in our life, we choose that type of food to fill the energy. Upma-ji, can you give us example of this statement?
Okay. So, like, there is a habit of procrastination, which, if you can ask, 80% of people might be having. And why that habit is coming? Because mostly in the home, the food is cooked in the morning and we are having afternoon or in the late evenings. Now, because of that reason, we are more having a liking towards oily food or junk food. That's why this thing is coming. And the another thing is like, because we all think about like, I should have monetary gains. We all like to have money, and the tamasic planets helps us to get the money. That's why we get attracted towards the tamasic food. In earlier days, people don't think about money. They think about the spiritual journey. That's why in older times, people used to have sattvic food. This is the meaning of like, nice. Whatever we are lacking, we are going towards that.
Beautiful.
Money is like, nowadays, 90% people will like to have. So tamasic food is becoming more common nowadays.
So there is the solution to this, to fill this gap that we are doing. We are using food to fill this gap. So there is a solution to balance this out, is where we are going, right?
Yes, right.
Thank you, Upma-ji. That was really beautiful, this statement.
Okay. So the steps in Astro-Diet will be like, first we will learn about how to check our zodiac sign, which is your rising sign, moon sign, sun sign. but mostly we will work on rising sign and moon sign. Then the second thing will be like understand your body element, like what kind of feelings you are having. If you feel like I'm having a bloating kind of a feeling, or in the daytime, I am very action oriented, but later in the evening, I become lethargic. So it will be like you are divided among two elements. So based on that, we will make out some suggestions. Then third is like correlate food with three qualities, sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. So we will match all these three things, and there will be more things other than these three things, like for example, black pepper. Black pepper, by nature, it is a fiery, because you cannot eat it just putting in the mouth, but it is a spice. Now, that black pepper comes under Saturn, so it pacifies your lethargic. It also pacifies the air element. So sometimes one spice can control your 2, 3 things. The another thing, when you start having the black pepper in your diet, and if you are taking it in the daytime, it will give you different result. When you are having it in the dinner time, it will give you different result, because night is governed by Saturn. So it will be like when you are taking the black pepper in your dinner, you are pacifying whatever obstacles Saturn is going to give you. Now, if you are putting this in the vegetable, then it will give you like uh, whatever money issues you are going through, those will get pacified.
Got
If
it,
you are
Upma-ji.
putting it in the pulses, then related to pain in the legs. So these things we are going to know.
That was going to be my next question. So, Upma-ji, you're saying this, all this as your second nature, but you are going to teach us all this, right?
Right.
All right. So, everyone and Upma-ji, tell me if I've understood this correctly. Firstly, I have a question. What if, we don't know the birth date, or if we don't know the moon sign, rising sign, is it still possible to work with this?
Yes, it is still possible. Like I said, issues are based on the planets, and
Hmm.
we all know what issue we are going through. Let's say body weight. So mostly people are looking for some remedy for reducing the weight. Now, weight, this is a particular thing which increased due to the imbalance of Jupiter planet. When you start having a food in a moderate quantity of Jupiter and the other planet which is limiting the negative effects of it, your body weight will start reducing, and without going to gym.
Aha. Nice. Umaji, I'm loving how you're connecting one thing to all other things. So, Umaji, this is like a template. Let's say I have a child, or I have a client, or I have me. So we take this we take this template and jot down all these details, zodiac sign and the element dosha and the three qualities,
Yes.
balance them out, and then accordingly we create a plan,
Yes.
a diet plan, right? Okay, all right. So everybody, I hope I have understood very clearly so far. If you have any questions, please ask us on the group, and we are going to proceed now and understand this better with an example. And I'm just going to share my screen again.
So in this screen, you might be looking at the chart. This is the North Indian style of a chart. And where AS is written, AS means rising sign or ascendant sign. Here one number is written and one number represents Aries sign. Yes, this one number. So it represents Aries sign that I had written here. Rising sign is Aries. Now Aries sign comes under the fire element, and fire element Ayurvedically indicates about the Pitta element, which is again fire. Now, if you see in this chart, Amo moon is written in the 11. Where 11 number is written, there is Amo moon. So, moon sign will become Aquarius. 11 number is known as Aquarius. So, moon sign is Aquarius, and Aquarius sign comes under the air element. And air element comes in Vata dosha. So, after finding out what is the rising sign, moon sign, what Ayurvedic dosha is there, then we will note down which planet will become the lord of the Aries sign. So Mars becomes the lord of the Aries sign, and Saturn becomes the lord of Aquarius sign. Mars, when you will have these PPTs, Mars comes in the fire element with the tamasic category of food, and Saturn also comes in the tamasic category. So it indicates like the person whose chart is this having a interest towards tamasic food. It's not necessary, might be having a stale kind of food, but this Mars and Saturn, it indicates like spicy food. Because of some reason, a person might be eating sometimes spicy food, sometimes due to work, food cooked in the morning and having in the late night. Then Saturn indicates like the combination of Mars and Saturn indicates overthinking, and again Saturn will indicate like there will be, before starting any work, there will be some kind of feeling of insecurity. If there is not insecurity, then it will be like, I will do this thing, but not at the proper this time. I will take my own time and I will start my work at my pace. I will not work given on the time what others are giving me, because Saturn can take the orders, but when it is becoming the Aquarius sign lord, it says, I will work, I will do it in the late night, but don't ask me to work in the morning hours, because Aquarius sign is again a sign of online work. So person will say, I will work at my own piece of place and at my own time. And now the interest towards foods will be like,
Upma-ji, sorry. So before we proceed ahead, I just wanted to check with you. So by the way, this chart is mine. And Upma-ji, I want to ask you that, let's say whatever you mentioned till now, they are the features, right? That they are the features of my rising sign, moon sign, and because of my planets, I get these feelings, that I have these behaviors.
yes.
Okay. All right. Upma-ji, please proceed. How do we connect this with food?
Yes. So now, like if you want to overcome the overthinking habit, okay, then what we have to do, we need to just whatever you are having in the dinner, we will start putting black pepper, nutmeg in the dinner food, a little bit, a pinch of nutmeg powder, a pinch of black pepper. That will help you to come out of overthinking habit. Then because of Mars, there will be like a habit of fast eating. You can complete your food in 10 minutes. But because of that reason, you are not fulfilling all the senses. So it will be like, give some more time when you are having the meal. This way we will align with the food. And rest, there are many more things like whatever other issues you are going through, we will connect.
Okay. So, Upmaji, you're saying that you have mentioned the Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, and the planets here. So, based on my issues, we can work around the diet as
Yes.
per the charts and everything you've given. Okay. All right. So, Upmaji, I will just, for the sake of demonstration, I will share a couple of my issues with you, and then we can see how we can create a diet for that. And of course, we are going to invite some of you here for your issues and what can be done with that. And Upmaji, a couple of people on the group have said that it is a little complicated, and I agree in terms of the
No, it
things
is
that are
not
involved in
complicated.
this.
It is not complicated because you will have only the three categories and
Mm,
you have to just match them.
right.
There is a one category of zodiac signs, the another category which is related to Vat, Pitta, Kapha. The third one is Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic.
Yes.
And whatever issue you are going through, you have to join all the three or only the two. Just
Mm,
that's it.
that's it. Absolutely, Upmaji. What I was actually going to say that it may look complicated because we are trying to give a glimpse of what it is. So the parts that are missing, that is going to be there in the workshop. So
Yes.
right now, with we are still halfway through this call with more examples and with more time, you're going to understand this better. And of course, Upmaji is going to be with us tomorrow as well. And there we are going to do more demos, more explanations. Still, if you have any specific questions, you are very welcome to let us know on the Telegram group. We can also unmute you. So, proceeding further, Upmaji, let's take a couple of issues that I'm facing, and you can just share, and then we'll take on some more people.
Yes.
So, about procrastination, Upmaji, you've already shared earlier, so I will not ask you about that. I will ask you a couple of things, Upmaji. First, it's not related to my health, but there is something in my family, and it is a history of diabetes and thyroid and hypertension. And touchwood, I'm healthy. But is there anything I can do to, stay
Yes.
away from continuing this pattern in my family?
Yes. Definitely we can do. Because like diabetes, hypertension, or whatever things are there, they will all come under the 9 planets category. So when you will join the workshop, it will be like, for this purpose, these planets are responsible. So let's say diabetes. For diabetes, mainly Jupiter and Venus. These two planets comes as a main significant planet to give the diabetes. When we start taking less oily food, less cheese kind of complicated milk products, then naturally we are able to pacify the diabetes. And through increase of sattvic food, which is like vegetables in the morning, you are quite like you have to take for a long term, but you are able to completely avoid those diseases.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good,
Can
Upmaji. So did you share this with me based on my birth chart, or can everybody do this? Will this be applicable for everybody, or
uh,
this depends on chart to chart?
uh, for diabetes, what I had said, that
Huh.
is common for everyone.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm. Okay, Upmaji. Okay, all right, got it. So Upmaji, I will. This was like, this was not a health issue, but this was something I was curious about, and that
Yes.
we can avoid this. And let's say it's not a health related issue. Let's say I have a relationship issue, like maybe I'm too sensitive or some, one or two people trigger me.
Yes.
So is there anything I can do to, balance myself, my emotions, and present and feel better generally?
Yes. Like, like 2, 3 people in the family which triggers you, or there are many people who are having less group large friends. They are having very less friends, 1 or 2 friends. So when you are having the any such kind of issue related to relationship, then moon indicates about feeling, relationship. We will have some kind of a food which can balance the mood. Like you can have cucumber or fruits which are having the water element, but only in the morning hours, not after 12 noon. That will help moon to balance it. And this way we can make it favorable. So here I will tell you, Shilpa, there was one husband and wife, and wife was like, my husband doesn't give me time, which is a very common issue. So I asked her, when you both are taking the breakfast, just have pomegranate. And if you can't have pomegranate, drink pomegranate juice, but in a same glass. She did it for few days. Then she said, yes, he had started giving me some time. Then I said, keep going on. It will help you.
So nice, so easy.
Because pomegranate is a fruit which is governed by Venus planet. And Venus planet indicates about happy marital life. So it's a very simple remedies. So there is no complications, but here we are giving all type of things. That's why it looks difficult, but it is simple.
I agree with you, Upma-ji. In fact, I have been lucky to have a glimpse of Upma-ji's workshop notes, and trust me, it is really amazing. It is like simple brilliance. More on that later. So, Upma-ji, this makes complete sense to me, and I am able to connect the dots from where we were and where we have reached. And we would love for everybody to get more of this. Before that, Upma-ji, Priya has asked a question that nowadays obesity is quite common. It's a
Correct.
common issue. So, would you be able to throw some light on that?
Like obesity, it is again related to weight gain. A tendency a body is having to gain the weight. And there will be many people who will say, I don't eat lot of food, but it is like as I breathe, I gain the weight. So it is related to Jupiter planet, because Jupiter planet gives you heavy body weight. And when we start balancing, or when we start taking a food which represents Jupiter element in a moderate quantity, then you start losing the weight without doing exercise. But if you do exercise, it will help. But in Astro-Diet, I am giving more attention on the food. Then, like the food related to Jupiter will be papaya, any food which is sweet in nature. Those foods you can have in a moderate quantity. Like there are many fruits which are indicated by Jupiter, mangoes, but we cannot have lot of mangoes. Small quantity, moderate quantity will help. So this way we can do. And for like for body weight, the best thing is have apple before lunch. That will apple is again represented by Jupiter planet. That's why without doing many things, instead of taking the salads, have apple.
Nice, Upma-ji. Very interesting. Thanks a lot for sharing those
In
remedies.
salad, you have to be very clear which kind of things you are taking in the salad.
Mm,
Normally, people take cucumber, but if you are taking cucumber, you are increasing the kapha element in the body. And if it already there, then it will not help to solve your body weight. So you need to know what type of salads or what type of food you are going to have.
understood,
Okay?
Upma-ji. So, Upma-ji, questions are coming in and I'm going to
Yeah.
start taking them one by one. Before that, connected to some of the questions that have come, we don't need to know or understand how to read a birth chart for this, right?
No,
We
never.
just, yeah, we just showed that representative birth chart to
Yes.
show about the rising sign and the moon sign placement. And of course, there are apps. Upma-ji is going to help us with that if you want to know about your birth chart and your signs and everything. So we don't need any knowledge of reading the birth chart or astrology or nutrition. This brings me to the next question, Upma-ji, which Mona Lisa has asked and which you pretty much have spoken about till now. She's saying, ma'am, without much knowledge about the planetary positions, how can we add food and spices in our menu to have balanced health and peace and
Because
harmony
I'm
at
going to
home?
give the list. You have to just see, okay, I am having this issue. This particular spice indicates this planet, and I can have that. And wherever you are not able to understand, I will be there for you for support. So you have to just do the
Thank you,
matchmaking,
Upma-ji.
match the column. No one needs to understand astrology. It is just because we are talking about the planet,
All
sign.
right.
That's why it is a term astro. It is basically.
So, Priya
Huh,
has asked two things.
okay.
Go ahead, Upma-ji.
So it is basically just to know whatever food we are eating, whether it is supporting to my health or it is deteriorating my health. If we are able to understand that concept, then it will be favorable. Like there was a one girl who was having lot of inflammation, acidity
Mm-hmm.
issue, and she stays in the Canada, and her mom stays in the Delhi, and mom was quite anxious. What should I do? I just said, ask her to have cumin water in the evening. That will help her. And rest, other things are there, but that is the first thing which can pacify that. So this way, we need to understand what spice gives us what thing.
Right. Got it, Upmaji. So Priya has asked a very nice summary kind of a question. So simply, we should, let's say the Jupiter is not balanced. So we should eat food associated with Jupiter to balance Jupiter. Am I right? Is what
Yes,
they
in a
are asking.
moderate quantity.
In, of course. Yes. Got it, Upmaji. Okay. So Upmaji, I'll take on some few more questions. Pooja has asked two things. Will this help with increasing willpower with food? Sorry,
Yes,
she's
definitely.
asking, can we increase willpower along with this diet? And also, can it eliminate third party situation in a relationship?
I'm not sure about eliminating the third party situation, because in that we need to see the planetary positions. But
Hmm.
yes, willpower can be strengthened.
Got it, Upmaji. Upmaji, Gitima has asked, and related to that, I also wanted to ask, she's asking to receive support from family. Is there anything we can do food related?
Yes, 100%. That is the very easy thing we can do. Because family, normally in family, parents or in-laws are there, husband, kids, and self. So 4 or 5 people, or if it is a joint family, then there will be like a big sister or a brother-in-law, means those things will be there. So we here what we have to do, we have to balance all the 9 planets, because from all the 9 planets, your nuclear family or your joint family will come, depending on who are the family members in your life with whom you want to have a peace and harmony or a loving relationship. Based on that we can do. So it's very easy.
Nice, Upma-ji. Makes complete sense. And Gitima, thank you for asking that, because it reminded me to ask you, Upma-ji. So let's say I have learned Astro-Diet and have like 5 members in my family. So will it get complicated? Because I will have my issues, my other family members will have other issues. So will it get complicated to have this kind of a diet for everybody, or can it be easily managed?
Easily, we can easily balance this, because
Hmm.
there will be no complication. Let's say there are the 5 members,
Hmm.
and we have to just note down what are the aspirations, what are the issues one is going through. Then, because planets are only 9, and we have lots of remedies which will be common,
Hmm.
and through
Yeah.
that we can do. So it's easy. There is nothing which is complicated. Very easy. Like rice. Rice is governed by moon, and moon indicates about emotional nature, having a good rapport with anyone with whom we are interacting. And whether you are doing a job or business, you have to interact with the another person. So everyone can have rice in a daytime. And if you like to have in a dinner time, then we have to mix some
Hmm.
other things, because at dinner we cannot have simple rice.
Hmm.
So this way we are able to do.
So, Upmaji, this also means that we can work on multiple issues at the same time.
Yes,
My God, Upmaji, I can't wait to share
multiple
details with
issues at
everyone.
the same time. And when you start doing remedy for one purpose, you will see there will be like many other things which you had not thought about. They will also get healed.
Fantastic, Upmaji. Upmaji, there are some more questions. I will take
Yes,
them on. Shall we do 1 or 2 demos, and then
yes,
we will do more demos later on? Let's just give everybody a little more glimpse, and then let's share details about your workshop, and then do some more demos. What do you say, Upmaji?
yes, please.
All right. So Neelam has asked Upmaji, and everybody, if you're coming on the live demo, if you are sharing your details on the group, please note that this is being live streamed on YouTube, and we are going to share this on our social media. So be mindful of that before coming on the demos. Okay. So Neelam, I would like to have you on, and if you could turn on your video, I will add you as a spotlight with Upmaji. If you're interested, turn on your video and we'll take you on. Or else anybody who would like to come on, if you have any question, if you would like to come on a demo, see how this works, let me know on the group and I'm going to get you on. In the meanwhile, Upmaji, let me ask you a few more questions.
Sure.
So Lutz has asked, what about bloated belly in Taurus? Even doing lots of exercises and eating healthy. Is that related to planets?
Yes, it is
Hmm.
related to planets. So we need to do some changes in the diet
Hmm.
for that.
Understood, Upmaji. And Upmaji, there is one really intense question and I know that you have an answer for everything. So Vikram has asked, what about those health issues that have no solution in medicine science? And what about those health issues that are from past life karmas? And we have to suffer those health
Sorry,
issues. Past life karmas.
past life karmas.
So we have
Okay.
to suffer from those issues.
No, we don't need to suffer from those issues. But yes, when there are multiple issues or issues which are related to the past life karma, there you need a consultation, because it cannot be just taken from the just three groups which I am going to share. There you need a little expertise, because whatever past life related thing is there, whichever planet is causing those issues, first we need to do some astrological remedy related to that, and as well as through diet. But you need to do. And when one is going through the multiple issues, one by one, or sometimes if all those issues are related to only 2 3 planets, then we can go by that time also. Otherwise we heal one by one, but we can do.
Understood, Upma-ji. Okay, so I'm going to invite Mona Lisa
Yes.
for the demo. So Mona Lisa, if you can turn on your video, we will get you on. All right, here she is.
Yes. Hi, Mona Lisa.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Please give me your birth details. What is your date of birth?
It is from 8th February 1980.
8th February 1980, and time
It's a 2:26 a.m.
and place?
And that is BELHAR, Belhar.
Belhar. It will come in which state?
It will fall into Bihar, BIHAR, Bihar.
So, Mona Lisa, your ascendant sign is Scorpio and moon sign is Libra. So,
Okay.
do you like to eat rice or curds or fresh vegetables?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And monetary issues and short-tempered nature
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nowadays I can balance it. But the basic thing is that I get short temper. But
Yes.
yeah. But most of the time I like to stay calm and composed and quiet. I don't want to talk much. I don't want to indulge in any kind of discussion, conversation. But basically, nature, I have quiet nature. But I am short temper. How these two things are like very different things. I even like to stay calm, and even though I
Correct.
have a short temper.
And work related, you don't feel satisfaction at your workplace. You have to keep changing your job. That makes you gives you a feeling of irritation, like why I have to keep changing the job. So
Yes, yes.
for that purpose, like if you are able to have jaggery, a small piece of jaggery in the afternoon, like in the lunchtime, if you can
Okay.
have a small piece of jaggery, that will help to pacify your short-tempered nature, as well as it will work in your career-related thing also, like shifting again and again or looking for a new job, that will become less.
Okay. Ma'am, what about the acidity problem? I am having an acidity problem for last couple of months.
Like in lunchtime, you can have a buttermilk, that will help. And
Okay, ma'am.
and for there are like few more issues related to that. For that, you can join the workshop.
Okay, ma'am.
Because like there are some more things which triggers your emotions, and that time you go for a emotional eating.
Yeah.
That will get you will be able to overcome those things.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Take
you,
care.
ma'am.
Thank you. Shilpa, you are muted.
So sorry. Upma-ji, can we
Yes, of course, we can
take on one more person, and then can we take some more people on?
Yes, yes.
Upma-ji?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thinking about her daughter. Gitima, I'm going to read your question. I will take you on, Gitima. Upma-ji, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, Gitima, if you can come on video, I will take you on. And Gitima has asked Upma-ji that her daughter is suffering from typhoid and it relapsed and they were in hospital for more than a week. She's just asking what precautions can be taken for the diet.
Um, uh, can she share the birth details?
Yes, it is April 8,
Hmm.
2008,
Okay.
and she was born in San Diego, California.
And time?
Time, I'm telling you, Maji, just give me a second, please. I don't remember it. She was born in afternoon. Yeah, she, almost 1 month has gone by. She's been so sick.
Okay.
Sorry, trying to find her time.
Okay, no worries. For you are saying typhoid related issue is there.
Yeah, and it relapsed. And it is like she's so weak. She has lost so much of weight also. So I'm just worried about her getting well and starting because we moved to India recently and I don't want her getting sick again and again.
Okay.
About her time is it is written 1437.
Okay. So what you can do, you can in the lunch time, you can give her a pinch of nutmeg, whatever food she likes to have. Just add a pinch of nutmeg powder. That is the one thing. Then there is a poppy seeds.
Yes.
So in the morning time, in breakfast, just sprinkle a pinch of poppy seeds.
Okay.
Okay. And the water which she drinks early morning after brushing, then put 2 threads of saffron. That will help. So these 3 remedies will help her.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Just Shilpa. So when we know what is the issue going on, through that also we can just take out what spice is related to that. Yes.
Ji,
Yeah, please, Shilpa.
somebody very special today.
Yes. So, all the spices which we are having in our kitchen are indicated by some planets. And through that, we are able to just take out, like if there is a low immunity, you can have particular food which increases the immunity. If you are having something which is like gases related issue, then we can have a food which can pacify the gases. This way we are able to plan our diet. Something we can take in the morning something we can take in the afternoon, and something in the dinner. This way we are able to do. Normally, it is said like insomnia because of overthinking, because of lot of studies. It is a one thing like which is very common in students, housewife, people who are going to office. So there is a fennel seeds which we call soft in Hindi. So for that purpose, you can use fennel seeds in the evening after dinner, and that will help to overcome your insomnia. Shilpa, are you here?
Yes, Upma-ji.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that quick remedy, Upma-ji. And we will do some more demos. Before that, Jyotsna is here, Upma-ji, and I'm going to invite her and let us know her experience. Jyotsna, could you please unmute yourself and join us?
Hi, Shilpa.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello,
Jyotsna.
Upma-ji. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good.
Very nice.
Thank you so much, Shilpa and Mystic Lotus, for inviting me here. So you would like me to share some things?
Yes.
Absolutely, Jyotsna.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Jyotsna and I live in Mumbai. And I've been associated with Upma-ji last few years. I've been taking her astro consultations and even Vastu. And I've got amazing results. I've introduced a lot of my friends and family members, and it's been a wonderful experience. So by profession, I'm an architect, and over the years, 10, 15 years, I also worked and taught and all that. But I knew I was always been very passionate about food and cooking. So that was simultaneously, I was always pursuing. I used to do food videos and things like that. And then over last 5, 6 years, I got into this whole health and wellness aspect of food and naturopathy and, yoga therapy, where I realized a holistic approach with food is very important. And since I was, consulting Upma-ji, and then she introduced this workshop, Astro-Diet, and it just clicked me. Oh my God, yeah, there is some connection definitely, because Astro was something which I earlier used to never follow, and after hearing Upma-ji on Mystic Lotus, I started actually practicing those remedies which she gave, and it worked so beautifully. And when she said Astro-Diet, I said, this is the time I have to do this. It was like a period when I was actually moving. Those 2 days when I did the workshop, I was moving my house temporarily, and but I was so adamant that mujhe yahi batch, because I didn't know when. This was about 3 or 4 months back. I said, I don't know when she'll do it again. So I told my husband also, I have to do this. We shifted, and that evening I sat, and both the days I did the workshop, and it was amazing. It's like the thought of Astro-Diet, I just thought it was so unique, first and foremost, that I said, my God, something like astrology or charts or planets could actually connect. Like there was some inkling, but there was no clarity. And then when we did the workshop with Upma-ji, and she gave us like what she gave in brief before this, during this slide presentation, and she gave us, the different breakups, and then how you align the whole thing together. It was so wonderful. Like right now, you all must be thinking it's so complicated, but when it's simplified, it came so well together that it's so easy. There's nothing, like, she doesn't expect you to know astrology. Like, of course, if you want to go totally into depth of it, you can do some basic course, but like I have no knowledge of astrology or making the birth chart, or anything. You just have to know, like she said, the ascendant sign. And because I was passionate about food, I could relate to the ingredients or the foods that she said, and then the Ayurveda connection, the Vatpit. So everything came together so beautifully. So now I was always working on a holistic approach to, food and all. And now this has come in. So it's given like a complete overall view to so now I can implement things in my house for my family members. She also did a very personal, like how she did for you. She gave us few personal things which I started implementing, and within 2-3 months I got benefits for myself, like in my health aspect. Like mine is the Scorpio ascending, so as she said, it's Kapha dosha, and she gave a few changes, and because it's related to gastric issues and weight. Like I always had a little, like I've lost weight, like like with exercise or with diet, but it always keeps coming back. So now, after implementing those very few things, few ingredients during lunch or breakfast or dinner, it's a slow, it's not like a magical thing, but I can make out that my gastric things have changed, so I can feel the difference in my whole overall perspective. So it was a very nice thing. In fact, I'm looking forward to a more detailed workshop after this from her. But I really enjoyed it. And Upma-ji, I love this whole concept of diet astro, really. And the best part of Upma-ji, anytime, even now after 3 months, if I ask her a question, she's always ready for giving us a solution. So that's the best part of being connected with Upma-ji. So anything else, if you all would like to know, I'm ready to do this, but I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jyotsna, for beautiful sharing. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thanks to you. Even this work, like, I was not going to join, but I joined at 6:30. Even now my notes are there. Like there's always something to learn from Upma-ji. So that's the best part of being connected with her.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shilpa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jyotsna. Upma-ji, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
I wanted to ask Jyotsna 2 questions, but before I could answer, she already covered them. She very nicely explained that it is not complicated at all and that she's already seeing the benefits. So everyone, keep those questions coming in. Upma-ji, people are sharing their issues, especially there are health issues. So we will take them on, but before that, let's share this really highly awaited workshop with everybody, Upma-ji. I'm going to share my screen. Please take us through the details.
Sure.
Just a moment, Upma-ji.
Yes. It is diet beyond good health. So for your overall all aspects of life, you can go for the Astro-Diet. There will be no drastic changes. You don't need to do too many changes in your life. It is very simple and you are easily able to follow in your lifestyle. This will help you resolving immediate issues if you are going through, and it will break undesirable patterns of life like feeling of lethargy, procrastination, or whatever it is, we are able to work on each issue. Simple to apply for each family member. You don't need to do like lot of preparations. Whatever you are doing, in that only we are able to do for each family member. And the healers who are already doing some work, you can learn this to boost your healing techniques, to give your clients, and to increase lot of achievements. And no extra effort or no extra time will be required. In just one meal, whatever you are doing, you have to just sprinkle some spices. That's it. Simple spices in our food breaks undesirable patterns in life. If you don't have issue, then also you can take this course and make your benefic planet more benevolent so that more opportunities can come in your life. So there is a package A, which is Astro-Diet training. It is a workshop. In that you will first become a practitioner and then you will become a trainer. In package B, it is a personal comprehensive consultation, and in that you will get 2 calls plus support. The package A, which is Astro-Diet training workshop, it will be for 3 hours live workshop on Zoom, and it will be on 3 days. So each day 1 hour. You will become practitioner because first you will learn, and when you will start working on these, and after completing 50 successful case studies, you will become trainer. You will get the call recordings, PDF note, and e-certificate also. In Astro-Diet training workshop, the course content will be, you will get introduction about zodiac signs, understand your body element, fire, earth, air, water, whatever it is. So how to know that you will learn behavior, nature, element, and style of work of planets, relationship between zodiac signs and food, favorable and unfavorable food for all the astrological elements like fire, earth. So whatever element which will become favorable and unfavorable, that you will learn. Correlation of planets and food with Ayurveda humors, that is Vata, Pitta, Kapha, that also we will learn. List of foods indicating the lordship of planets over them. Then foods for healing ailments depending on planets and zodiac signs. So for which element, which planet and which zodiac sign we have to see, that is that. Correlate food with 3 qualities, that is the Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. We will know that also. When you take the Astro-Diet training workshop, the bonuses will be personal Astro-Diet analysis. I will see your chart and give you the analysis and advice, and that will be on the email or WhatsApp. Additional remedies live group call will be there. 6 months Telegram group support and free revision. If you want to do whenever next batch I will have, that time you can do the free revision. PDF notes, professional support with your clients, like you are having a client and you are confused what to suggest, you can message and you will get the support. The Astro-Diet training workshop program schedule will be 3 days, 1 hour each session, and the dates will be 22nd September, 23rd and 24th September. India time 5:30 p.m. and 8 a.m. ET time. It includes the bonus additional remedies call on 24th September. And PDF notes, call recordings, e-certificate will be given. The Astro-Diet training workshop, which is become a practitioner and trainer, which includes e-consultation, group support, free revision, and lot of things. That usual price is rupees 55,665, which is USD 813. And when you are on Mystic Lotus, then you will get it on a special price for rupees 5555, that is rupees 5,555, which is USD 82 only. And it is a 90% off from the usual price, and this special pricing is only for 48 hours. Now, the package B, which is the comprehensive personal Astro-Diet consultation, which includes 2 calls and support. The number 1 is, the first call will be for 30 minutes. That will be personal session on Zoom, where I will do the analysis of your chart and give you advice. And after few days, there will be the 15 minutes follow-up and review call. And the third one is again, after 15 days, support session via email and WhatsApp chat. For any number of issues, you can get this consultation. It is not like if you are having the one issue, you can talk about that. You can know about your multiple issues. Comprehensive personal diet consultation, which is 2 calls plus support. Usual price is rupees 12,222, which is USD 179. And it has 42% off, valid for 48 hours only. And this special price will be only at Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies for rupees 7,101, which is USD 105. So once again, the package A, which is Astro-Diet training workshop, where you will become a practitioner and trainer. The limited period special price is Indian rupees 5,555, which is USD 82. And package B, which is comprehensive personal Astro-Diet consultation, 2 calls and support. The limited period special price is rupees 7,101, which is USD 105. So you can.
Thank you, Upma-ji.
You can decide now.
Absolutely, Upma-ji. Thank you so much. It's so comprehensive and so much is included. Everybody put on your questions about the 2 packages, and somebody was asking, how can I get a consultation with Upma-ji? There are 2 ways. Package B, it's the full consultation, and she's also giving a bonus along with package A. So go for whatever you feel called to. And Upma-ji, Neelu has asked a couple of questions.
Yes.
She has asked that lately I'm finding what is considered normal salt and spices excessive, and she's developing an aversion to oily and spicy food. She says that she requires minimal salt and barely any spice. Considering I seem to have begun a different food journey altogether, how beneficial is this training or consult for anybody like her going through this experience? Thank you, Neelu. That's a great question.
Okay. Like she's automatically changing her diet, which indicates like in her life, she's also going through some different kind of journey or something special is coming in her life. So when you are able to know what I'm going to do or what are my aspirations, we can work based on that. Or like if she is having the less salt, then whatever quantity she is having, is it fulfilling the requirement of salt? Or if you are taking a less salt, then you need to take some other thing which can balance that requirement, because there is always a good thing to take less salt, but too much less salt can bring some health concern. And it also indicates when you take the less salt, you start losing your confidence. So it should be balanced.
Wow, Upma-ji. You inadvertently gave all of us a remedy that never stop having salt completely. And Upma-ji, Neelu has asked one more question. Are recipes going to be shared?
Which recipes?
Recipes.
No,
She's asking you
I don't
recipes.
know. I don't know a lot of cooking. So I can tell you, this spice is ruled by this planet. Like you normally have the pizzas, okay? But pizza comes in the triangle shape. So that day it means you are activating your Ketu. That is the uh, south node of moon. So I can relate with that, but I can't share the recipes. I'm bad in that.
Upma-ji, I would like to add to this. Neelu, I have seen what Upma-ji has included in the workshop. And everybody and Neelu, it is not something complicated or anything. You can just live your own lifestyle, and there are just these uncomplicated things that she is teaching, and they can be absolutely easily incorporated. No need of new recipes or new ingredients. Everyday ingredients, very simple. I was like, can something so simple be so effective and so brilliant? It is that way, So thank you, Neelu and Upma-ji. And Upma-ji Loads is asking, can we do the consultation for other members of the family? And
Yes,
is it okay if you don't know the time of birth?
yes, we can do.
Okay, great. And Loads, yes, it is one person per consultation. Okay, bring on more questions, everyone. We'll take as many as possible, and we will also take some demos. So stay tuned to see if you're going to be chosen. Before we move to the demos, Upma-ji, I'm going to invite Sonata, who very kindly has been with us from the beginning of this call. Sonata, we appreciate you so much. Upma-ji, till Sonata comes on video and starts sharing her experience, would you like to introduce Sonata to us?
Sonata has taken the astrology last time when I came on the Mystic Lotus, and she is the wonderful girl. She listens everything very quietly, and she do all the homework, and whatever things I give her, if she is not able to understand, she keeps repeating, like listens the recordings, asks patiently, and she's very adorable. She's here.
Thank you, Upma-ji.
Hello,
everyone. Thank you, Mystic Lotus Shipla. If I also, universe sent me beloved Upma-ji through now new technologies, YouTube, internet, and through Mystic Lotus. And I was attracted by this beautiful divine smile in the face. And, when you take classes, when you take workshops, it's the teacher's heart and the smile that is 90% work is done. So it's really pleasure to take all the classes, which is really absolutely easy, very well organized. And, when you share information that is going to be this, and that, it looks like it's a lot. But when everything is done in very organized way, it's very really simple. It's so simple that I was in awe that in such a short time, like 2 hours, you can receive so much information. For me, like I like to joke, like my saliva was dripping about the knowledge and wisdom that I was receiving. Here in the West, we would say, I visited like a witch's house in a forest with so many remedies from the Mother Earth. But, or I would say Mother Earth's magical herb library, that how much Upma-ji has wisdom blended with the planets and these herbs that I said, oh my God, for business, I could use this and that. It's like unbelievable. So for the course, what it gave and what it could give, as for astrologers, let's say, if it's hard to determine if the person's time is not, they don't know the time, lagna, to determine ascending sign, you ask what foods they like. And it would really be another point why you should take this course. Then another point for me, it was like aha moment. Oh, that's why I like this and that food. And then what I can give to my family, that what I can learn my children, or how I can improve my relationship with my children. You know, this amazing remedy that Upma-ji gave me. She said, oh, buy the silver cup for your son and it's gonna improve your relationships. And it's an amazing gift. And, you know, sometimes children does not accept our occult wisdom and these remedies. So, and this is so simple that through the food and diet and, you know, presenting these amazing, beautiful things from nature, you can help yourself, your loved ones, and everyone around. So I really appreciate, and I was really blessed to meet Upma-ji and join her courses. It's absolutely easy, you know, for the beginner. For me to take even astrology course was like so easy. It's everything organized, and she's always here with her heart. It's like it's such a blessing to be one-on-one with a teacher. It's very private, it's very intimate. What else we could, you know, wish in a life? Because I was taken in my life, and I keep taking a lot of courses all around the world. I love learning. And, you know, sometimes if you take with like some gurus that it's sitting very high with a big crown on it, you're just scared and shaking to ask the question. So here is, you know, it's like really coming to the Mother Gaia to receive the wisdom. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonata. Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If any questions, I can, you know, answer regarding the course, but what experiences more, but these were the experiences. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonata.
Shilpa, there is one more, my student.
Thank you,
Kruti.
Sonata. You have shared so beautifully that we can use this for our family and everybody else. Upma-ji, I hope I am audible.
Voice is cracking. We are not able to properly listen what you said.
Upma-ji, what's the, is it Kruti Sharma?
Yes, she's Kruti Sharma. She is also here.
Kruti's full name, Upma-ji? Kruti Mehta or Kruti
Sharma. She is here. She is waving her hands.
Hi. How's everyone? Namaste, Upma-ji. So good to hear you after a week.
Yes.
Yeah. So, unlike Sonata, I actually heard about Mystic Lotus after meeting Upma-ji. So I think Baba and Universe brought Upma-ji in my life at the right time when I needed it. And I have attended several of her workshops. and I'm obviously an astrology student of hers. It's amazing how simply she explains everything. Nothing is complicated when it comes to her, or rather when she is teaching. It is very simple. And even after that, when we don't understand, we can ask her the same question 10 times and she will answer it in the same smooth, soothing, smiling face. And not just during the class or workshop, even later on, if you message her or get in touch with her, she's extremely responsive. And what I like is she always goes beyond. So one is that there is a curriculum which is set, but she always gives much more than that curriculum. And that really helps, because somewhere it just expands the knowledge in such a nice way. In fact, I wasn't sure if I'll attend today's workshop because I had fever and I had slept off. But I don't know, suddenly something happened and 6:30, I just woke up and I logged in. So I just feel it's kind of some kind of a manifestation or the universe working in the background. So I'm so grateful to have her as my guru, and that respect and love for her is always going to be there. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
My Atma Namaste and Pranam to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kruti. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you for that surprise share. Upma-ji,
Yes.
there is a question. Can this diet help with pregnancy issues?
I will say yes, we can do that, but we need to be very careful. So I will say, when you are a beginner in this thing, do not try. If you are doing this, then at least first ask me, then do, because during pregnancy, all the 9 months, one planet governs each month. So we should know in which month you are giving which type of food. So it is a very sensitive area. Wherever it is a very sensitive area, in those areas, I will say, first show me, then go ahead.
Understood,
Yes,
Upma-ji. Got it. And thanks for clarifying. It is good to have a support system when
yes.
the topic is pregnancy. So, Upma-ji, there are 1 or 2 more questions. And if anybody would like to come on the demo, please let us know on the group. And while you let us know, Upma-ji, I'll ask you a couple of questions. Nilu and I have the same question actually.
Sure.
So if we are not able to attend the workshop this time, can we book it now and attend your later batch?
Later batch means like if it is like after 2 months, then at that time, because right now we are having the 1 batch only, unlike the
Of
Yantra
course.
course. That time we are having the 2 courses, 2 batches, sorry. So it is, yes, you can book now, you will get the recordings. You can start looking from those recordings and start working. And whenever the next batch comes, definitely you are invited to join that.
Thank you, Upma-ji.
Thank you.
Upma-ji, just I'll take one question. Can this help children with eczema and seizures?
Eczema and this, that other one, these are the quite long-term issues. So it will take a long-term remedy. It is not like you start changing in your diet and you can see result in few days. You have to keep looking at you start taking change in the remedy from now, like you started from today. Then you have to see After 15 days, it is how much percentage it is getting pacified. Then again, so you have to be observant and be patient for at least 6 months or more than that. But you cannot see immediately.
Yeah, Upma-ji. In fact, Upma-ji, there are a lot of very serious medical conditions. Sometimes we face.
Yes.
This can be like a very excellent addition to whatever we are doing, isn't it? Because not only health-wise, medicine-wise, but even planetary-wise, this can just add to whatever efforts we are taking.
Yes.
Right. So, Upma-ji, when you finish the call, rest either today or tomorrow, when you see the group, a lot of people have shared their health issues, and I would like to tell everybody that we have reached the end of the call, and Upma-ji has one surprise for all of us. She has created a lovely, cute PDF in which she has written the characteristics of diet for each and every zodiac sign. So let's say you have children or you're going to have guests and you know their zodiac signs, you can take a look at that PDF and you can take the tips from there. So that is going to be in your call replay email. And when we share on the group the call replay post, it is going to be there on the page under the call replay video. So Upma-ji, thank you so much for that surprise gift, apart from all the amazing knowledge that you have shared with us today. And I'd like to share with everybody that we return tomorrow with Upma-ji at 6:30 p.m. India time. We are going to do a lot more demos. Type your doubts on the group. If you would like us to cover anything on tomorrow's call, let us know. We will take that up and we will clarify everything. It's Upma-ji and everybody has shared. And I am adding to that she is so generous. So come on tomorrow again. Tomorrow we are going to have more fun. Continue with this. Upma-ji, before we end today, would you like to tell us anything before we end the call?
So I would just like to say, in Hindi we say, Jaisa khaye an, vaisa bane tan. So it is whatever type of food we are eating, we will attract those kind of situations in our life. So if you are looking for a good health, then eat the food which is compatible to your body. If you are looking for the money opportunities, eat the food, the planet which governs the money. If you are looking to expand your business, eat the diet which is related to your business. That will give you some extra good things in the life. Okay.
Absolutely, Maji. You have also shared with us once again in what all areas we can apply this fascinating diet. So thank you once again, Upma-ji. And thank you everyone for joining us today and staying with us for all this time. We will see you tomorrow once again at 6:30 p.m. India time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So thanks a lot once again. Before we end, I'll quickly recap Upma-ji's fantastic offers. Her workshop is for rupees 5,555 US dollars 82. It has an additional remedies call, like apart from the remedies that she's going to share in the workshop, she's going to have a separate call where she's going to share only remedies for all of us. And she also has a personal e-consult bonus along with the workshop. And of course, if you would not like to learn, if you only want the consultation with Upma-ji, there is package B, and it has 2 calls and a support on email or WhatsApp, and that is for rupees 7,111 and US dollars 105. Of course, this is not just for one issue. This is for as many issues you are facing, and Upma-ji is going to help with. Thanks a lot for joining. See you tomorrow. See you, Upma-ji. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you to Neelu and everyone. Thank you, Amreshji. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Upma-ji, on behalf of the entire team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.